Approximately 2 minutes away from the off of race 1. That's the Breaking Ground Merit Rated 60 handicap over a short 1100 meter sprint. Team down at the starting stall have shut the front gates in preparation for the loading of the field. Field of 6 to contest the opening event here on a 6-race program. As we build to the feature event, which is the Support Borrowdale Park Pinnacle Plate 100 over 1260 meters. And that's off at 15:55. Bookmakers firmly on Prince of Denmark. Horse number 5, Philisende Nkoli for Amy Parham. After his last win in MR 60 1200, beating Tranquil Judy. Looks to be a competitive field either way, with lots of big dangers in the field. As we look now to be upon race time for the opening event. Team down at the 1100 meter mark, just attending to horse number 1, Cocolina. Getting the equipment right before we can start loading for race 1. And they're now loading up for the Breaking Ground Merit Rated 60 handicap over the 1100 meter sprint. And first to come up is horse number 4, Battle of Seattle, into barrier 1. Leading up when evening comes, Cocolina. Audacious comes forward. Zambezi Sunset and Prince of Denmark. Prince of Denmark is ready. Just to load up Zambezi Sunset. Zambezi Sunset's ready. White flag goes up, set for a start, and the starter sends them home in the Breaking Ground Merit Rated 60 handicap of 1100 meters. They broke off pretty decently enough on the inside of runners. Battle of Seattle shifted outward at the break, but nothing too serious. Goes up and rejoins the rest of the party. Passing the 800 meter mark now, it's going to be Audacious who shoots to the front. Battle of Seattle, among them Prince of Denmark in between that. Then comes Cocolina in behind that in the duck jacket. On the outside of runners is Battle of Seattle, Zambezi Sunset towards the tail marker as they pass the junction of the two courses now. Audacious is not hanging about. Prince of Denmark hot on his heels in second. Down the center is Kokolina. In behind that is When Evening Comes. Then comes Battle of Seattle towards the back and Zambezi Sunset into the final 200 meters now. It's Audacious from Prince of Denmark on the inside of runners. Then comes on the outside Kokolina rallying on late with When Evening Comes. But Audacious has enough in the tank to win the first here at Borrowdale Park. Audacious wins. Kokolina in second. Third goes to Prince of Denmark. And fourth to When Evening Comes. Turnaround of form for horse number 2, Audacious. Jared Penny for Bridget Steidoff. Leads them very much from gun to tape and will win very convincingly indeed over the short 1100 meter sprint. Second has gone to Kokolina. Third to Prince of Denmark, the favorite. And fourth to When Evening Comes. Zambezi Sunset and Battle of Seattle battled it out for last. That was the first event of this afternoon's program, the Breaking Ground Merit Rated 60 handicap over 1100 meters, won by horse number 2, Audacious. Wouldn't you, Bridget, this afternoon? She certainly gave you much more, and she's come through to win smartly.
Yeah, no, thanks, Ngoni. Obviously, look, I mean, I've been trying to get 1100 for a very long time, and we finally managed to get one. Um, so yeah, really, really chuffed with her. A lot of things haven't really gone our way in the last couple of starts. But yeah, obviously a very big thank you and well done to Jared. He managed to try and keep her as quiet as he could at the start. And yeah, she pinged the gates and 1100, that's her distance. So obviously a very big thank you, well done to him. And well done to all the owners. Fantastic to have them here, Bruce and all the girls. So yeah, very, very happy and thank you to everyone.
What does the rest of the afternoon hold for the yacht?
Look, got some nice horses running, so just kind of have to see. Hey, obviously Festival of Light in the next run. She's stepping. It's a bit tough for her. Her merit racing, she got hammered with her merit racing when she won a maiden, and we just she's up against top class horses. And then I think probably maybe Kagura, the grey, in the 2-2. He's got a nice lightweight. He is taking on some really good horses, but he's got no weight on his back, so hopefully that'll work.
All the best.
Thank you.
Let's talk to the owners. Well done to you. You've been waiting a while for this one, and she's come through smartly to win.
Yeah, we've been waiting a while. Unfortunately, we haven't really had a decent race for her. We sort of 1100's her limit at the moment, it seems. So Bridgie's been fighting to try and get an 1100 for her. But yeah, she jumped very well according to Jared, and just kept going for a change, which was very nice. Well done to Jared and to Bridgie and the ladies. It's a great humour syndicate to have, so we've thoroughly enjoyed our time.
Have you got anything else running today?
Yeah, I got shares in quite a few. Got Solar Trip, September Flower, She's Everything, Aerial Display. There's one other, but yeah, we got a few in with a shout. I mean, there's some fairly strong races today, I think, but generally, I think we're in with a shout with a few of them.
Good luck to you.
Thanks very much, Ngani.
Winning connections of horse number 2, Audacious. Jared Penny on board for Bridget Steidoff, and they've won the first here at Borrowdale Park. Next up is race 2, the new back straight. Mary Trade at 75 handicap. It's over 1200 meters. Race 2 on the program is a new back straight. Mary Traded 75 handicap over 1200 meters. Early run out front parade is horse number 1, Head Trigger, with Phyllis Mkoli. Scratch the 2 wherever I lay my hat. Next out is 3, Diamond Jim, with Lewin Tlapo. 4 is Festival of Light, Jared Penny. 5, Red Top, Wayne Agrella. 7, Captain Carnage, Kevin Derere. And 6, Royal Latham, with Wes Maui. Race 2 on the program is the new back straight. Mary Traded 75 handicap over 1200 meters. Take note of the scratching of horse number 2 wherever I lay my hat. I'll leave us with 6 runners. Horse number 1 is Hair Trigger, Phyllis Mkoli for Amy Parham. He's been very fought with his Hair Trigger and has been finishing in the minor money of late. I think should be in contention again this afternoon on that form. Scratch the 2 wherever I lay my hat. 3 is Diamond Gem with Lewin Tlapo. Had a good run last time out in an MR 80 1260 and finished 3rd, beaten by Ultimate Jewel on that form line. Should have chances again this afternoon. 4 is Festival of Light, who's had a bit of in and out running of late. If she can banish those demons, she should be able to get the places. Jared Penny is up on board this afternoon. 5 is Red Top, Wayne Agrella for Deborah Swanson. You can scratch, put a line through his last outing when finishing 6th in MR 80 1260 last time out. The form line before that is very convincing. I think Red Top should be up there again. 5 is Royal Latham with Where's Marwing. And another one who stumbled in last is coming off an 82-day rest. And will be looking to bounce back this afternoon will be Royal Latham. Last but not least is the 7, Captain Carnage with Kevin Derere, who won last time out with Kevin Derere, and will be looking to jump back again in the winner's box this afternoon. Approximately 3 minutes away from the off of race 2. That's the new back straight, Mary traded 75 handicap of a 1200 meters. Going without horse number 2 wherever I lay my hat. Leaving us with a field of 6 over the 1200 meter sprint. Big contenders this afternoon are the 6 Royal Latham and the 5 Red Top. Not discounting, of course, the 1 Hair Trigger, as well as the balance of the field for race 2. Well, they do have to run on the grass after all. And in a couple of minutes or so, we'll see who can come up trumps in the MR75 1200. if you haven't taken your bets, now is the opportune time to do so, because we are a minute out from race 2. Team down at the 1200 meter mark has shut the front gates, and they will be loading them up anytime now. First one to go up is Red Top. Captain Carnage facing up. Diamond Jim into barrier 6. Trying again with Captain Carnage. He keeps backing away. Captain Carnage faces up, taken hold of Captain Carnage. Festival of Light is up next. Royal Atom. Royal Atom is ready. And Captain Carnage fractious in the stalls. And the starter sends them home in the new back straight. Mary traded 75 handicap, and they broke off pretty decently enough, with the exception of Royal Atom, who was very slow away. Diamond Jim was on the outside of runners. Dropping in behind those was Red Top. Then comes Hair Trigger down the center in the white sleeves. Further back them in behind that is Festival of Light, and towards the extreme inside is Captain Carnage. Past the 600 meter marker they go past the junction of the two courses, and Hair Trigger shoots to the front. In second position is Red Top. Captain Carnage is on the outside of that Festival of Light. In between runners, towards the outside of runners, is Diamond Jim, and rallying back on is Royal Atom. Into the final 300 meters marker they go now. Out in front is still Hair Trigger. From on the inside of runners, Captain Carnage. Captain Carnage shoots to the front though from Hair Trigger. Diamond Jim in third. Captain Carnage continues rallying into the final 100 meters. He's got them clear, and Captain Carnage romps home. In second position is Hair Trigger. Third went to Diamond Jim, and fourth to Royal Atom, who rallied back on to run fourth. It was actually horse number 5, Red Top, with Wayne Agrella, who came through to the front to win. And it's Red Top who wins. From back in second, Hair Trigger. Third will go to Diamond Jim. And fourth position will go to Royal Atom. But until Debbie, that was the running of the new back straight Mary Traded 75 handicap, won by Red Top. And, well done for your first of the afternoon, and you won well.
He did. He ran very well today. You could put a line to the run the last time. He had a terrible winter coat, which you've taken off. So thank you to Bookie and Lovemore for doing that for us. He's feeling a lot better racing this time of day without his coat. Thank you to Wayne Agrela. Thanks for coming up to Zim for us. It's been many years since he's been here, and it's, yeah, what a pleasure. He rode the horse beautifully. Well done to all the grooms at home that keep this horse feeling happy. Chop. Oh, he's always been a pleasure. He's won his races, and he never gives us a hard run. He always gives his best.
Well done to you. Can you take us through what else you have on the card?
Ross.
Well done to you. That's Deborah Swanson, winning trainer of horse number 5, Top, who's come through second win 1. Head trick, Diamond, and fourth to the 6. Royal. Next up is the new. It's over 1600 meters. Off time is 10 past 2. Race 3 is the new developments Mary traded 75 handicap over 1600 meters. Runners and riders coming out in parade. First runner out in parade is horse number 1, Ultra Pursuit with Wayne Agrella. Four is Chili Bomb with Norbert Takawira. 2, Kafani Calvin Gobo. 5, Burn Bright with Jared Penny. 6, She's Everything Louis Nhlapo. 7, Aerial Display Matthew Thackeray. 8, Oh No No Komachi File Sande Nkoli. And 3, Raining Again with Wes Mawing. Scratch the 9, Missing Sword. And that's the field for race 3. Race 3 on the program is the new development. Mary traded 75 handicap of a 1600 meter. Bomb Norbert Tekawira. He's got decent form, does Chili Bomb. He's been knocking on the door in his last few and should have chances again this afternoon. 5 Bun Bright with Jared Penny. He's got outside place chances. So does the 6. She's everything with Lewin Klapo. The 7 Aerial Display with Matthew Thackeray will need to work hard to get into the minor money, as the 8 Onono Komachi could be up there from her last run, which wasn't very good, but the prior form before that shows promise. My selections, I'm going for the 1 Ultra Pursuit to beat the 6 She's Everything from the 4 Chili Bomb and the 8 Onono Komachi. It's now race time for race 3, and the runners and riders now loading up down at the 1600 meter marker. Burn Bright's the first one to go up. Kafani goes in. Aerial Display. Chili Bomb. She's Everything's up next. Leading up Onono Komachi. Raining again. Ultra Pursuit, the next one. Ultra Pursuit goes in. Onono Komachi to complete the lineup. Currently sideways on is Onono Komachi. Just needs to get straightened up. Onono Komachi into the first barrier draw. Taken hold of Onono Komachi, and the starter sends them home in the new developments. Mary traded 75 handicap. They broke off in a perfect line. Quick into stride, then was Burn Bright that quickly shot up to the front of the running. Aerial Display is also right up there. So too on the far side, Raining again. Those two now go up to head the party. It's now Aerial Display who leads them from back in second, Raining again. Burn Bright comes into third. Dropping in behind that then is Onono Komachi. Further back then to Cavani. In behind Cavani on the outside of that is Ultra Pursuit, and Chili Bomb is towards the back of the field as they make their way now past the 1000 meter marker. It's out in front, Aerial Display who leads. From back in second is Raining again. Burn Bright is in behind those. She's Everything towards the outside of runners. Then comes in behind them Cavani. Onono Komachi on the paint towards the far side of them. Then is Chili Bomb, who's the tail marker, as a swing right-handed now that comes storming down the home straight. Aerial Display not hanging about. In second position then is Raining again, who's gone in for a rails run down the center. In behind that then was Chili Bomb, who's coming up flying late. Aerial Display down the center. In behind that, Raining again. Chili Bomb on the extreme inside. Down the outside, Ultra Pursuit takes flight. 300 meters to go. It's now Chili Bomb from Ultra Pursuit down the center. Chili Bomb with the advantage. Ultra Pursuit comes rallying on late. Ultra Pursuit takes over the running of the race, and Ultra Pursuit is gonna win. Chili Bomb will get second. Third will go to maybe Raining again, ahead of Aerial Display. Well, the favorite Ultra Pursuit, Wayne Agrella for Deborah Swanson. Wayne Agrella will get 2 in a row, and he will bring Ultra Pursuit home. He's in hot form, is the number 1, and he will deny Chili Bomb a win here and win in race 3. As we look at the slow-mo, Chili Bomb on the extreme inside, Ultra Pursuit down the center, and Wayne Agrella will do enough. Hands and Heels to win the third at Borrowdale. Second to Chili Bomb. Third went to, I gave it to Raining again. I'll stick with that, but it's very close. Raining again, an aerial display. And I think maybe raining again will just get that ahead of aerial display. Benbright Cavani, Onon Komachi in behind that. That was the running of the third event, the new developments merit rated 25 handicap, 1600 meters was the distance. Well done to you, Debbie, for winning that as well with Wayne and Grella. Quick two for you.
Yeah, thank you. Wayne timed that perfectly. The horse had to dig down deep. He has got a very high merit rating for the class of horse that he is, but he's a gutsy horse, and I'm very pleased that he could follow up his 3-year-old Triple Crown companion with a win like that. It was a nice field, and I think he's done it very, very well. It wasn't easy, but Wayne's ridden him perfectly with all the trouble in the world, so very classy ride from Wayne. Thank you very much. Well done to Paul and his partners. Super, and thank you to Mike Mallet for giving Norbert a chance on the horse. In some ways I'm sad that he got beat, but it just shows you Norbert on the right horses can ride a great race. So well done to Norbert and Mike for running a really good second.
Well done to you.
Thank you.
Well done to Debbie there. Let's talk to Paul. Well done to you, Paul. And Wayne timed that beautifully.
Yeah, I thought it was. I think we were quite lucky, quite frankly, because I didn't think he was going to get there at one point. I mean, still a young horse, running, carrying top weight. Handicap has obviously killed these 3-year-olds. Him as well as Robin of Loxley, and Robin of Loxley found himself wanting last time. I thought that this horse would do the same. But you know what? He's dug deep. He's a game horse. He's a bit of a thug, as Debbie says, and he's got Wayne on that obviously doesn't take any jip from his horse, and he got him there. So that's fantastic. Nice to have a Guineas winner actually prove that that he has got some ability. So let's hope that he goes from strength to strength.
Well done. You got anything else running today?
Yeah, we've actually got 4 on the day. We've got Magic Exists, which he's running against the tankard winner. So and obviously the handicapper hasn't been too kind on him. And the tankard winner has been still carrying far less weight than him. So that's going to be a hard ask. He's got ability, also a bit of a game horse, and So we're hoping a bit for him. Ideal View also in the race, the old man. He always gives us his best, but I think he's getting a little bit tired now, and maybe had enough of racing these youngsters. So that's let's hope he puts his best foot forward. And then I've also got King's Crown, who's another battle axe. Again, very badly off at the weights, carrying top weight when he really should be. He should be. If you look at the handicap, should be four kgs less than where he is. I think it's 3.5. So listen, I hope he runs a good race, but I don't think that they certainly wouldn't be my picks, and I certainly wouldn't be putting money on them.
Well done to you. And the connections there of Ultra Pursuit, winner Grilla for Deborah Swanson. Second went to horse number 4, Chili Bomb. Third went to the 3, Raining Again. And fourth went to the 7, Aerial Display. Next up is race 4, the Bright Future Pinnacle Plate. It's over 1,700 meters. Race 4 on the program is the Bright Future Pinnacle Plate 90 over 1700 meters. Runners and riders now coming out in parade. Number 1 on the card is King's Crown, Wayne Agrella for Deborah Swanson. 2 is African Beat with Matthew Thackeray for Thomas Mason. Scratch the 3 Kapala. 4 is Express Yourself, Phyllis Sandem-Koli. 5 is Solo Trip with Jared Penny. 6 Captive Moon, Wes Mawing. And 7 Empire Blue with Kevin Derere. Almost upon race time for race 4, the Bright Future Pinnacle Plate 90 over 1700 meters. Wayne Agreda on a roll for Deborah Swanson, 2 in a row. He's on the favorite again this afternoon. This time around this race with King's Crown. But a lot of contenders in the mix for race 4. As we approximately a minute away from the off, and they will be loading anytime now at the 1700 meter mark. Six runners going to post with the scratching of the 3, Kapala. And they'll start loading up for race 4. First to go in is African Beat. Empire Blue, the next one. Express Yourself. King's Crown. Captive Moon. Next up is Solar Trip. Solar Trip faces up. Taking hold of Solar Trip. Set for a start, and away and racing in the Bright Future Pinnacle Plate 90. They've got 1700 meters to race before them, and Solar Trip missed the jump, but he's going to race at the tail end of the field and not too far away. Past the 1500 meter marker they go, and very quick into stride was King's Crown. That goes as it sets the party. In behind that as well is Empire Blue, who loops round runners and goes up and heads them by 2. Empire Blue by 2. From back in second, King's Crown. In third position then, 2 wide off for the paint is Captive Moon. Then drop back to African Beat, who sits in fourth position. Towards the back end of the field is Solar Trip and Express Yourself, and they'll have to pass all to win as they make their way now past the top end of the field, past the 1000 meter marker. It's now out in front, Empire Blue, who leads the pace by 2 lengths. From back in second then is King's Crown. Captive Moon is in third, 2 wide out, then comes Solar Trip. African Beat towards the tail end of the field, and Express Yourself is the tail marker as they hit the home straight now with 600 meters to go. It's Empire Blue who leads them. From in second position, Captive Moon. Down the center is King's Crown, who seems to be treading water. On the outside of runners, African Beat's beginning to run on, and in behind that, Express Yourself. It's a line of horses across the track. In behind them is King's Crown, who's come back. African Beat on the outside. Empire Blue, Express Yourself also rallying on. Line of horses across the track. It's still out in front, King's Crown. On the outside of runners, Empire Blue. Express Yourself also in between runners. Empire Blue and King's Crown. King's Crown with the advantage, and it's very, very close. Very close between African Beat and King's Crown. It got very tight in the end. King's Crown seemed to have the advantage, and African Beat rallied on late. We'll have a look at the slow-mo and see whether King's Crown or African Beat made it at the very end. Express Yourself was also running on late. And there is King's Crown with the advantage. African Beat just nose away. Express Yourself also involved, and they drive up to the line. Got heads up, heads down. Wow, tight. Maybe just African Beat, but we'll leave that to the judge. So it's very close between African Beat and King's Crown. Let's leave it to the judges. Empire Blue got third. Solar Trip fourth, ahead of Captive Moon. we had the running off race for the Bright Future Pinnacle Plate 90 over 1700 meters on my horse number 2, African Beat, with Matthew Thackeray for Thomas Mason. Thomas, well done for your first of the afternoon. After that run, she's really come into her own, and she's...
Yes, I mean, obviously the Castle Tanker, the false start, she's a very hypersensitive filly, gets quite highly strung, and it costs her a lot of energy having to go there and come back and then wait again with a loose horse. So, considering all that, the Tanker run only beaten 8 lengths, an excellent run from draw 19, a lot of things against her. I think better draw and a right day, I think she would have been a big runner. She's been put in the right races for her, 2 good wins in a row in the right division. She's gutsy, she's hardy, she doesn't lie down, and once again, good ride for Matthew. He knows her inside out. Patient ride, he knew the pace was on, so we sat behind and won a very good race. Well done to Gary and Colleen de Jong, to Avalon and Rob Follett-Smith, to Stu Chapman behind me, to David Machingezi, and our ever loyal steward, Ash Dixon. Well done to all of them, nice win, and well done.
Well done to you.
Thank you.
Let's talk to the winning connections. Well done, Stu.
Thank you very much. It was a great afternoon. Barrowdale, but a great afternoon.
You said just short and sweet. You had a good run last time out as well, and well done to you.
We did. We had a good go at the Castle Tanker. She ran a beautiful race, but she wasn't in the mix. And there's always another year, and we look forward from here.
Very well done.
Bless you. Thanks very much.
Well done there to the winning connections of the horse number 2, Beat, who's beaten the 1 King's Crown by a whisker, and third went to horse number 4, Express Yourself, and fourth to horse number 5, Solar Trip. Next up is the penultimate. Join the MTC Middle Stakes. It's over 2-2. It's off at 20 past 3.
It's now time for race 5. They join the MTC Middle Stakes over 2,200 meters. Runners now coming out on parade. Number 1 is Magic Exists, the mount of Wayne Agrilla for Deborah Swanson. 2 is Ideal View with Calvin Kobo. 3 is Pocket Watch with Matthew Thackeray. And 4 is Kagura with Jared Penny. Magic Exists turning to go down, followed down by Pocket Watch, Ideal View, and Kagura. Number 1 on the card is Magic Exists. Wayne Agrilla on board for Deborah Swanson. It's been in excellent form, Magic Exists. Only suffered a blip in the Castle Tankard, finishing 6th. Was hard run. And I think Magic Exists is going to have something else to say this afternoon. It's going to be a hard run effort again. 2 is Ideal View. It's been out of form a little bit, getting on with age. And we'll need to work hard to get into the places. 3 is the Tankard winner, Pocket Watch, Matthew Thackeray for Thomas Mason. It's going to be a big effort here to replicate the Tankard win. But obviously will be heavily fenced this afternoon. 4 is Kagura with Jared Penny. Was in the places last time out over 1,800 meters, steps up to 2-2. He's going to have his work cut out for him to make any impact. My selections, I'm going for the 1 Magic Exists to beat the 3 Pocket Watch, from the 4 Kagura and the 3 Ideal View. We're upon race time for race 5. They join the MTC Middle Stakes over 2,200 meters. 4 runners going to post and they're loading up. Working on the grey Kakura. It's going to go into barrier 2. Bundling in Kagura. Halfway in. And taking hold of Kagura. Just needs to close the back gate. Ideal View going in. Alongside Magic Exists. Left with Ideal View. Pocket Watch gone in. Ideal View's gone in. And we're set for a start for race 5. And the starter sends them home in the Join the MTC Middle Stakes. They've got 2,200 meters before them and they broke off in a perfect line. The long-time campaigner Ideal View will set the pace and goes on to accept the lead by half a length. From back in second, the tankard winner Pocket Watch. Dropping into third is the grey Kagura. And in last position will be Magic Exists as they make their way down the back straight. They've got 1,800 meters to go. 4 or 5 lengths separates them first to last. And it's Ideal View setting the pace by a length. From back in second is Pocket Watch. Kagura is in third on the paint. And Magic Exists is going to have to pass all to win as they make their way now down towards the 1,100 meter marker. They're not setting up a great gallop here, and it's Ideal View who's still setting the pace. He's got about a length lead from back in second. Pocket Watch is well held together. In third position is going to be Kagura, and Magic Exist is still the tail marker with now 1,200 meters left to race. Still about 4 lengths in between it. Ideal View still the pace setter in front, and then in second position now Pocket Watch begins to loom larger. In third is Kagura, and Magic Exists dropping into closer order as they now swing right-handed now and go towards the 600 meter marker, and they'll be now coming down the home straight anytime now. It's still Ideal View in the lead from Pocket Watch. Kagura in between runners, and Magic Exists on the extreme outside as they now hit the 600 meter marker now, and the race will now truly begin in earnest. Ideal View on the inside. On the outside of that, Pocket Watch. Magic Exists on the outside of those, and down on the inside is going to be Kagura. Line of horses across the track. Ideal View out. On the inside is Kagura. On the outside, Magic Exists has taken off. Magic Exists from Kagura. Pocket Watch in third. Then comes towards the back Ideal View. But Magic Exists is not hanging about into the final 100 meters. Magic Exists from Kagura. And Magic Exists wins. Kagura gets second. Third will go to Pocket Watch. And fourth to Ideal View. Number 1 on the card, Magic Exists. Wayne Agrella for Deborah Swanson comes flying home. He's in impeccable form, his Magic Exists, and cannot do any wrong. He comes flying and beats home the 4, Kagura with Jared Penny for Bridget Steidoff. Third went to Pocket Watch, and fourth went to Ideal View. That's how it'll finish in the 5th. And in the slow-mo, we have Magic Exists romping home from second position Kagura. Third will go to Pocket Watch, and fourth to Ideal View.
Those are running off race 5 to join the MTC Middle Stakes of a 2-2. Well done to you, Debbie, and a great win from Magic Exist.
Yeah, unfortunately, he let himself. Occasion got to him, false start, all that sort of crap. Big race, lots of other horses. He's still very immature. It's all got to go. He's right. He's not the sort. Well done to Wayne for keeping him going. And once he went past him, he started getting a little bit magic. Lovely win. Very, very chuffed. Small field, but a competitive field. So I think he done very, very well there.
Well done to you.
Well done, Paul and his syndicate members.
Well done, Wayne.
Thank you very much. Yeah, just a big payback for Deborah and the team because I was supposed to come down for a castle tanker and I ended up with bad flu, so last minute decision. Well, I had to phone him and apologize I couldn't make it, which I was very sad because I would have liked to have been riding this horse. But when I got the call, would you like to come up because there's tickets available? I said, it's only my duty and it's only out of the goodness of my heart, I will do it because they were good to me, and just thank God it's paying off.
Well done to you.
Thank you very much. Just big thank you to the heart. Top your heart to ride for.
Well done, Paul. Vindication for the tankard, so it's Wayne said.
Yeah, it's small retribution for the tankard, isn't it? When you got a horse like this with the
Sorry. Just big thank you to the owners of the stable also. Thank you very much. Thank you.
Yeah, when you got a horse like this that has really, he's only put 1 foot wrong in the tankard, and but that's really where things really count at at Borrowdale, and unfortunately, it is our only race that we all aspire to to win. So so I think that I'll take the win, and I think that Wayne rode a fantastic race. It's nice to see this horse back to the form that I believed he was capable of. I think he's above average. He's certainly no superstar, but he's above average. And we'll take it. And thanks very much to the whole team. What more can I say? When you beat the tankard winner like that, you got to have a little bit of pride in your pocket.
Well done.
Thank you.
That's the connections of Magic Exists, who's come through to beat the 4 Kagura, and third win to 3 Pocket Watch ahead of Ideal View. Next up is the feature event, the Support Borrowdale Park Pinnacle Plate 100. It's over 1260 meters and it's off at 15:55. Race 6 is the Support Borrowdale Park Pinnacle Plate 100 over 1260 meters. First runner out on parade is horse number 6, Majestic Warrior, mount of Kevin Derere. Balance of the field coming through from the parade ring. Going past is horse number 2, River Power, with Calvin Kobo. 4 is Action Zone with Matthew Thackeray. 1 is Jet Mirage, Wayne Agrella. 7 is Red Penny with Jared Penny. 5, September Flower, Philisende Mkoli. That's the field for race 6, off time 15:55. Race 6 on the program is the Support Borrowdale Park Pinnacle Plate 100 over 1260 meters. Got 7 runners going to post. Number 1 is Jet Mirage, winning a gorilla for Deborah Swanson. Going to be a big runner is Jet Mirage, coming from a 61-day rest. He's always involved in the mix and he's a good sprinter. So, should have each way chances here. 2 is River Power, Calvin Kobo for Deborah Swanson. Bit of a short trip for River Power, and we'll see if he can do the sprint against this sort of field. 3 is Tom's Diner, Wes Mowing for Gavin McLeod. Another one going down the straight after a while, and it's going to have place chances if it bests. 4 is Action Zone, Matthew Thackeray. Action Zone also used to a bit of longer trips, but coming back down to the 1260 this afternoon, and if it best should run in the minor money. 5 is September Flower, Philisande Mkoli. September Flower very much in hot form, but usually over longer trips than this one, and we'll see if she can race the sprint. 6 is Majestic Warrior, champion sprinter for last year. Kevin Dedede on board. Do not discount the 6. Should be very speedy again. Last but not least is the 7 Red Penny. Jared Penny on board. He's got very good form coming into this one. His faces a bit of a sterner test against this sort of field. Could have placed chances. My selections, I'm going for the 6 Majestic Warrior to beat the 1 Jet Mirage. From the 5 September Flower and the 2 River Power. They're loading up down at the 1260 meter mark. Majestic Warrior's gone in. Loading up Tom's Diner. Working on Red Penny. River Power's gone in. Well, not quite yet. It's Jet Mirage who's gone in. Action Zone coming up. Working on Action Zone and River Power. Taking hold of Action Zone. River Power to complete the lineup. White flag finally goes up and the starter sends them home in the Support Borrowdale Park Pinnacle Plate 100. They've got 1260 meters before them. They broke off in a perfect line. Very quick into stride was Majestic Warrior on the inside of runners. That broke out very well. Down the center of them is Red Penny, who's marshalling them along down the center. On the outside of that is River Power. Then comes further back to the outside is Jet Mirage. Down the center, then in between those is September Flower. Towards the back of the field is Tom's Diner. As they make their way now past the junction of the two courses, they've got 600 meters to go. And not hanging about is Majestic Warrior. From on the inside of that is Red Penny, who's down the center. River Power is in behind those as they come up now to the 400 meter marker. Still out in front, Majestic Warrior. From between that, River Power and Red Penny coming up strong. Jet Mirage is also flying up late on the outside of runners. It's still River Power out in front now. River Power strikes the front. From back in second, Majestic Warrior. River Power and Majestic Warrior struggling on to the final 100 meters. It's now on the inside. River Power with the advantage, and River Power is gonna win. Second will go to Majestic Warrior ahead of Action Zone, and fourth went to Jet Mirage. was a hard-fought race over the 1260, and horse number 2, River Power, will do enough to deny Majestic Warrior, who led for quite a while, the win. He'll only manage second. River Power in first. Majestic Warrior from Action Zone. Jet Mirage getting fourth ahead of September Flower and Red Penny. That's how it finishes in the 6th at Borrowdale. That was the running of the Support Borrowdale Park Pinnacle Plate 100 over 1260 meters. Well done, Debbie. You've had a lovely day, and it's a nice way to cap it off today.
Thank you, thank you. Well done to Centaur. They're going to have to fire their trainer for been running this horse over the wrong distance all this time. Very whip run. This is a very, very classy horse. And I'm just blown away that he did it so nicely. So well done to Calvin. Beautiful ride. Things haven't gone his way today, being at Zim, but he has ridden every horse according. And I've got to say thank you to him for coming up and riding. I'm very, very happy with his efforts. With this horse, well done to Centaur. They haven't had to go all their way. This horse has had a few niggles in his back, and thanks to Kirk Swanson, he's been helping me get the horse right. So well done, Kirk. This horse has really put a lovely turn of foot today, and he's won his race really well. Well done to the team. We have had a great day. Thank you to Wayne Agurda for coming up and riding for us. It's been lovely having him as well. We've missed Jeff today, but these jockeys have certainly looked after ridden them really well, so thank you to them. And Kylie Bonthron, I've got to say thank you to her. It's been great having her back in the yard, and she's been making all these horses feel in tip-top shape, so great physiotherapist. I don't want to sing her praises too much because it's hard to get her at the yard, she's so busy, but yeah, thank you, Kylie. Great to have you in the yard again.
Well done to you, Deb.
Thank you, Ngoni.
Well done. Let's talk to the winning connections. Well done to you, Jax.
Thank you, Granny. This is for Centaur, not just for me. That was a nice win, hey? This is probably the second time he's come up against Open Company. I think the first was in the Tankard, where he was very short of a prep race and he ran a very creditable fourth. So very excited to see him win. I think he's one of our better horses in the country. Fabulous for Centaur. Well done to everybody. Well done to Calvin, I think it is the jockey. I'm not familiar with him, but he rode a very nice race. And well done, obviously, to Debbie, because she's done all the hard work. And long suffering's got nothing to do with this. Okay.
Well done, Calvin, come through. Well done to you, and a nice win for you on your first stop for the afternoon.
Yeah, look, it's been a long day, but we're grateful to be back on the boards. And good luck to all the connections and everyone associated with this individual. Yeah, it was a good race to be in. Look, he responded accordingly, and I was happy.
Well done to you, and you've had a good day overall.
Yeah, look, we had a second, a couple of rides there. We were competing. At least we came back with one. We're grateful.
Well done to you.
Thank you.
That's the winning rider there, Calvin Kobo, who's come through to win with race with River Power, horse number 2, who's beaten the 6 Majestic Warrior from the 4 Action Zone and the 1 Jet Mirage. That's how it finished at Borrowdale Park for this afternoon. Well done.